got Rich Voss here, and we got Adrianne Frost here. She has a book called I Hate Other People's Kids.
Oh, right. Well, that's something I can get behind.
This could be really, really good.
I hate children.
All right, let's say hi to Adrianne Frost.
Good
Sorry.
morning.
Sorry.
Hi.
It's all good.
We had a little problem there. I think everything's okay.
Yeah, a couple of glitches, as they call it.
You wrote a book
business.
that's right down Anthony's alley, as they say. I Hate Other People's Kids.
There we go.
I read some excerpts, and I couldn't agree more. I can't stand other people's children. They are inconveniences to me and my good time, my nights out, my times flying on an airplane, in movie theaters. Any situation when I leave the house, someone's child can completely screw it up for me. Shopping.
On the subway.
Subway. Doesn't matter where it is.
Restaurant.
Yeah. And it's not even so much that it's happening, because I can even, through my anger, understand that. It is the complete lack of understanding on the part of the parent to remedy this problem, because they think their little angel is everyone's little bundle of joy.
But after a certain point, kids are also completely responsible for their behavior. After, I think, around the age of 4, it's like Pavlov's dogs. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know how to get what they want.
At 5, they have to be responsible. I mean, to what extent do they
get
have to
a
be
job and start contributing?
They can send a canary down in the mines now to see if it's safe.
Yeah.
And after that, just take a horde of them, let them go down in there. We need to bring back the child
kids?
workforce, I think, in this country. I mean, it's doing great in other countries.
Sew.
They can make shoes, dresses.
I like the way you think.
Mining for
Put
diamonds.
them to work. And then they'll be so goddamn tired at night
Then they'll
that we
just
can
go
go
right to
out
sleep.
and they're asleep.
I was going to ask.
Love you,
I was going to
Anthony.
ask
I
what
like the way you
age.
think.
Because sometimes, as adults, we have this guilt thing. But there have been kids where I don't look at the parents. I go, this kid is a fucking
asshole.
like
The kid himself.
You don't like him as a person because they're not being cute. They know that they're being dicks.
Yep.
They're aware of
They are
being
inherently evil.
Then they grow up to have a relationship show on Saturdays. Last night on stage at Caroline's, this couple is just so awkward. I said to them, they were married. I go, look, you two are awful. You're perfect together. I go, do you have kids? And the lady, this is true, she goes, I have 2. But they're dead, so don't go there. On stage, they're dead. Whoa. I go, where are you from? And she goes, like the Delaware Valley. I go, well, a lot of kids die in that area. It's a tough area to have kids. But it brought the show to a dead
She was
halt.
serious.
Yes. And I didn't know what to say.
How about then saying, no, you don't have kids?
Yes. Why would
Jesus.
That's it.
You should have thrown him out like Patrice does. Patrice will just point at people and go, get out of my show.
Your kid is dead. Get out. Get out.
You're bringing the whole house down.
Why are you here with dead kids? Get the fuck out of our show.
How many kids do you have?
Why are you buming us all out?
I don't have kids. I have cats. I'm not.
Well, it's kind of funny
I
that.
don't want people to think I'm the fat lady on the couch eating Funyuns with a ton of cats. No, I have
you're
a
the
husband.
fat lady in the fucking in the radio studio. You're not the fat lady on the couch. But what I'm saying is, it's easy.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
At any time, feel free to goof on his tiny little
tiny
baby
penises,
hands.
yeah.
No, it's little
not a
baby
tiny
hands.
Yeah, but it's the tiny cocks. That's where it stems from, really.
It's a
so
tiny cock.
I understand. I understand.
Please.
His face is red, and there's a little bit of steam coming out.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Totally
You would
cool.
never have a chance to see this cock, okay? I don't care how many books you write, okay? Let me tell you something. You could write a book, I Love All the Jews. You'd never see this
do
cock.
love all the Jews.
Shut up and take it. Now, listen to me. You have no kids, so it's easy to trash. I hate other
I have
people.
a better vantage point.
It's the best.
I have a
Voss
better.
has 2
Better
daughters.
if you don't have
I know
kids.
he does. 13 and 15.
Better
Yes.
if you don't have kids.
He's got a tween.
Then you have a better understanding of what it's like.
People don't like Voss's kids.
Yeah, oh, please. But you know my fucking kids are cool. They'll fucking
They're
tell you
probably
right to your
perfect.
face.
I'm sure that they're
Yeah.
perfect.
No,
Aren't
they're
they
not.
all?
They're not perfect. I mean, thank God they never, fucking
little
molested
angels.
food like you did, and they're gonna grow up to be normal, nice kids.
I've known Voss's kids since at least, I think the youngest one was 6 or something. She's an ass. Like, she's aware that she's an ass. Like, she's so... Your youngest daughter, it's not like, I'm a little teapot,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
No, she's fucking...
She does impressions of Chinese people and Arabs.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
that comes from,
From Daddy.
from Daddy.
First of all, it's God bless you. Hope your book sells and whatever. Okay. Maybe I'll even pass some on out to Stress Factory this weekend. But here's the
$9.95
thing.
for this bullshit.
Oh, shit.
But to trash kids when you don't have, of course, I know.
This is a pamphlet.
Wait, pause. Boss, you don't trash kids if you have kids, because then you understand how wonderful they are. It's like the people in the body snatchers that fell asleep next to the bean pod. That's what parents are.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're partying, you're having fun, you can go to the Bahamas at the drop of a hat if you want to.
And the next thing you know, you're putting their picture on a tissue box.
Yeah, the next thing you know, right, you fell asleep next to the pod, you wake up and go, it's the most wonderful thing ever.
You know what?
And you assume everyone fell asleep next to the pod.
Everybody wants
no,
to see it.
I didn't sleep next to the pod. I want a plain seat without a kid crying behind me.
But you always, as a person with no kids, you always say, I'm not going to raise my child like this. I always look on a refrigerator at awful kid art, and I go,
no, you just look at the refrigerator.
My fucking kids that this stinks. Honey, look at a real picture of someone who has talent, and look at this fucking snotty stick figure you drew.
A 12-year-old kid in Cincinnati put his gum on a priceless oil painting last week.
Oh, isn't that great?
You know, at a museum.
Yeah, and also an adult cut up the fucking night watch of Rembrandt at the Reich Museum. Okay, and that was an adult.
Yeah.
All right. So
let's get
here's the thing.
Let's get into the kid thing, because Anthony agrees.
No, well, Anthony agrees.
Yes.
But listen,
I agree to a point.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay, it's easy.
when the kids start screaming and yelling at the restaurant,
In life.
the parents think it's their right to have a dinner with their screaming kid in a restaurant.
Then you take them out, of course.
But they don't.
But here's the thing.
Well,
They look at you like, what am I supposed to do?
You shouldn't take them to a restaurant that doesn't have an animatronic rodent in it.
Okay, looking at you, you spend a lot of time in restaurants, okay?
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Boss, why the anger?
Because
Boss,
I just hate when people
she's
attack.
been nothing but nice so far.
All right, I'm trying to. I'll be nice to her. All right, here's the thing. If you were on a treadmill, you wouldn't hear the fucking kids, okay? What? I'm just saying.
Why are you attacking?
Why are you
That's
attacking
all right.
Miss
Don't worry about it.
No, because
Does it make you feel better?
no, it doesn't.
No.
Rich?
The more he does it, the easier it is for me to just look down on the top of his head.
It's funny, right? I'm sure you get that a lot too. Oh gosh, she's blowing me. Oh my God!
See, I wouldn't.
It's,
I would.
it's Tuesday. I know it's 4 a.m.
As much as I like to give head, Rich, I wouldn't want to give it to you because your pot belly would bruise my
Yeah,
forehead.
oh yes, a real
with you
pot
going
belly.
in and
Please,
out.
please, listen, Ralphie. Let me tell you something. Here's the thing: $10. A Jehovah Witness pamphlet is thicker than this. Okay?
That's not my
you
fault.
fucking
What's going
what?
on?
No,
Hold on.
because I got.
What's
no,
wrong? What's wrong?
Listen,
She said
where's
where's
this coming from?
It's not coming from because I got kids and she's attacking kids. She doesn't
She's not
have
attacking
it's-
kids.
No, shut up.
Since
It's
when do you know what the price of a book is anyway?
I know. First of all,
That could be a
it's like
reasonable
This
price.
looks like it would be a nice tabletop book.
a tabletop book.
Yeah, it's called tabletop. You have it laying around.
It's a humor book.
And you
It's,
kind of look.
it's completely tongue in
Please,
cheek.
it's
And
you
it
know
could-
what?
all fun.
Shut up.
And it could
Here's
help
the thing,
out
yeah.
when you have people come over your house with kids. If they sit
Why
down
don't
on
you
the
just-
table, maybe their kids won't take their greasy little hands and rub them on your
All
television.
over
Why don't
everything.
you just like your kids are? You just turn it into a redneck book. Listen to me, truck stop book. This thing.
What?
It's just okay. So 1 out of 10.
And
Don't
people
you
are
guys-
saying that you're on fire. So
No,
just
I was
calm
afraid
down.
it would feed back, so I didn't hit the other 8.
All right.
I just
but
think a
wait,
lot
no.
of people have
Look
been
at you.
afraid
Boss,
to talk
take-
about this for a long time. And,
Right.
and
Yeah,
this
boss,
is
take
just
a break.
Bring it to the forefront.
Put it out
We're
there.
going to throw you back on the bench. You had 5 great minutes there. And
Oh.
you scored a lot of points. We're just going to rest you for a minute.
All
okay?
right, I'll take a rest. I'm just.
All right. You're
listen.
very good though. All right.
No.
Because Anthony is on this.
I've been
topic.
preaching this for quite a while, and
Yeah.
yes, it seemed like I was alone. A lot of people are parents, and I understand that, and a lot of people are disgusted with what I say about kids, and I understand that. It is your problem. When you go out to dinner, and you're at a nice restaurant, and there's some kid screaming about their food, and I'm trying to enjoy a night out, why should I have to deal with it? Why shouldn't you get up, leave money for your check, and leave the fucking
Go where
restaurant?
there's a kids menu.
Right. Go to Chuck E. Cheese.
You know, they're not going to want to eat chicken marsala.
Go to some urine-smelling restaurant with a diaper-changing table in the bathroom and have your dinner there for the next 20 fucking years because I didn't decide to have kids. I got to deal with your problem.
If it
That's
has
my-
koala care, then you can be there.
There you go. There you go. And
Can you tell the couch booger story?
Please.
I'm in my house. I don't have kids. I
This
don't
could be in
want
your next
kids.
book, by
no
the way.
kids.
Okay.
I have a couch.
You should take stories and make a book out
I have
of
a couch, and relatives are over with young children. And a relative, and the young child is sitting on the couch, and the kid's digging in his nose. Digging in his nose. And then pulls out his finger and puts it in between the cushions of the couch.
That's nice.
And the father says, "What did you just do?" And the kid starts laughing. He goes, "Did you just pick your nose and wipe it on the couch?" And he goes, "Yeah." "All right, well, find it." Now there's a kid searching for a booger. Now the booger's lost. Can't find the booger.
Adorable.
Isn't that the cutest thing?
Adorable.
Yeah, right. So now they leave. They're gone. And I'm staring at this couch going, there's a hidden
booger
in my
there.
You know where the couch is now?
It's
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Then you dress up in a Nazi outfit.
I had to buy a new couch to put in the house, which will now never have a child on it,
but
because
children
you
bought it.
No, stop it! It's not cute because it's a kid.
It doesn't have any booger germs.
And then I got a 5-foot wide television set. The thing is, it's my pride and joy. High def. The thing is wonderful. You know what that looks like when you turn it on and see little
fingerprints,
little handprints that belong in that corner of the Blair Witch Project ending are there with pizza grease smeared up. Click. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Could you get the Windex?
Yeah. A little Windex, man.
What?
A lot of patience with the
No, because now the whole house had to be Windexed up to 4 feet high on the walls.
You know what? Kids. Say you and your lovely girlfriend.
It's not going to happen. We already know.
Have an abortion? What?
No, have
because that would be.
You can still name it.
I swear to God.
You can't keep it a swirl.
If she was late.
Was that 5 minutes?
If she was late, she would have an abortion.
Checking.
Oh.
Well, I'm late with my period. Let's just get an abortion just in case.
Just in case.
You can't.
Scrape it.
Let's just kill the blood.
Let's
just scrape it.
I'm supposed to get my period at 2 p.m. and it's 3 p.m. Let's go to the clinic just in case.
Let's go through the drive-through.
In this world, you only got what you leave behind.
What?
And your legacy.
Yeah,
when you leave your kid, what
you
else
know something?
do you got?
The internet will have clips of me ad nauseum for years to come. They could download me doing Reagan.
Your sperm
they could
was
download the wonderful.
Are you saying
leave a legacy too, along with an armacy?
Rich, you ain't that fucking important that you need another boss.
Okay, are you saying you won't have kids?
And by the way, you have no boys, so the boss name is dead.
All right,
how do you feel about that?
You don't know what's happening in the next month.
Oh, what's happening? Bonnie fucking somebody that's fertile?
She can keep her name. His daughters can keep his name if they want to.
Now, you'll never have kids.
No.
Is because you're not getting fucked, or just say you just won't have them?
She said she was married.
I'm just not gonna. That doesn't mean I'm getting
happily
fucked.
married.
But, I'm not saying. Let's go there now.
Hey, I was married and I got fucked. Every 4 months I write a check.
No, just not gonna have them.
Really? Why, you think you don't want to lose your shape?
Oh my God!
No, I have birthing hips.
Get off of it.
I definitely have the birthing hips. I'll say that.
He cannot get off of it.
Why?
But
you gotta lose it.
No, I'm just choosing not to.
I'll tell you.
I choose not
because you
to.
balloon up. I don't know. It makes no sense. A female's put on this earth to reproduce.
Okay.
To reproduce.
What else
okay.
What else
well, then you need to start working on your daughters ASAP.
Yeah, I think I
Get right in there, Rick.
They'll have kids. I have no problem with them having, as long as they're nice, white, superior
But I'm saying
kids.
now you can be proud to be involved in that.
What do you mean?
Whereas it's been, late night visits. Now you can just go ahead and date them out in open.
No, you're saying I bang my kids?
I'm saying you fuck your two daughters. That's what I'm saying.
Adrianne Frost just smacked you. Kid fucking asshole. Go ahead, Adrianne.
Listen,
Go, girl.
Call the authorities.
I'm telling you, even Donald Trump says it. They look good.
That's true. He does. He did say that
I'm
last
just
week.
saying.
And isn't that all they're really good for?
That's the thing. As a female, don't you think
she got you good?
I know she really tore me on that one. Because those tits, you could breastfeed.
Oh, I'm telling a lot of kids when I hold other people's kids, they think it's a buffet.
That's
those
wonderful.
village feeders right
there's
there.
Nothing coming out.
Take one out. There's
Nothing
probably hair in the nipple.
No,
Here's what I'm trying to say.
Not anymore.
Yes, there's hair in the nipple.
You know what? She's had no kids. So, okay, she's not Kate Moss sitting over here, but I bet her body's a lot nicer than women that have dropped 5 kids.
She's not Kate Moss.
I bet her body's nicer than women that have dropped 5 kids out of there. tripping over their own uterus.
It may be a little smoother. That's about.
See, there you go.
I'm not trashing how she looks. I'm just
I'm
being,
a beautiful woman.
She said, "Yeah, you." Oh, there we go with the self-esteem.
Oh, here we go. I'm big and beautiful. Absolutely.
Well, you're a step away from being a transvestite. I'm just fucking beautiful.
Pick a roll or pick a roll.
Shut up. You're a 2 on Wednesday. Here's what I'm saying.
Jesus,
Rick.
Shut up. I'm not trying to trash you. I like you.
I know.
Here's the thing. A woman's job in life is to reproduce. Okay? So if he won't bang you or whatever, when he jerks off on your chest, scrape it off, shove it in, and get a kid.
Because we do a lot of tit fucking. I have to admit to that.
Well, look, they are kind of nice too.
So thank you.
Who'd you bring with you that's completely horrified out there?
That's my publicist.
I just saw her mouth the words, "Oh my God." She just mouthed, "Oh my God."
What publishing company is she?
She's ready to yank you off this show.
Yeah, she's like, it's done.
Oh, that fucking lesbian.
I love the girl.
She's gonna kill me.
I agree with her wholeheartedly.
Thank you.
It's Rich Voss that's a vindictive prick.
I know.
And you watch the sales of the book after her appearance. They're going to go through the roof. They will. You watch.
The end justifies the means.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I agree. It's things like that, the restaurants and the movies. The goddamn
movies are bad.
Why do I have to go see a movie like an action movie?
Like Hostel.
Yeah.
Like a horror movie, a horrifying movie, and there's kids sitting in front
Why
of you.
are you taking kids? Why would you take a kid to that movie?
Hey, man.
And they always
they think
Here's
they can't
the
get a
thing.
sitter.
If you're at the movies and there's a kid in front of you, move. I'm sure there's
no
two
place in the theater.
I'm sure there's 2 other seats on the other side of the theater.
You're sure of that? You're absolutely sure of that.
There is always here's a nightmare in a movie theater. Nightmare number 2 are the kids, because nightmare number 1 is walking in and going, "Yo, I'll take this seat." Right behind you.
Yeah.
Because you know there's just going to be a lot of yapping going on there.
No, but sometimes the brothers are funny. Come on.
Please. Do you go out with
I
a black
laugh
guy?
because I'm
Do
petrified.
I go out with a black guy?
Are you married to a black guy?
I'm married to a tall Jewish man who is a Sabra who was born in Israel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, now
but I have had some black folk.
Well, because you fit a black profile.
I know, I do. I've got the. I know.
You know.
I know.
Wow.
You know.
Very open-minded.
You all right, Patrice?
She fits in the black profile. You know how you guys are. You never let hot like you.
Fucking idiots with that shit.
What's that?
I'm not going to smash her, but she doesn't fit into the black guy's profile.
Why? Because she can write and read?
Why?
Here's the thing.
Oh, my God.
So I wrote this book.
Rich, you are the worst, man. And when I walk into a movie theater and I hear this, I hear from like a few rows back, I go, okay, my whole experience is ruined.
You can get your money back.
Well,
I've turned in.
Have you done that?
Yeah, I absolutely have. Sure.
Because she's a Jew.
Sure. I'm not a Jew. My husband's a Jew.
Well,
he's a Jew.
He made you get
he's
the money
Jew
back.
With a tattoo, by the way.
Oh.
He tattooed himself.
Oh, okay.
He's got the Star of David tattooed on him. That's how confused Rich Voss
That's
is.
your next book. People with tattoos or something.
No, Jews with tattoos.
That would be like that'd be a hot
But you were
Jews with tattoos.
Listen.
He was loyal and betrayed the religion.
Hold on, we're going to
at
get
the same time.
This is one of those crazy shows. We're going to get back to you, I promise.
Opie watches shows that he hates.
I watch shows to be annoyed.
There's
a new one.
Annoyed.
I don't know if I'm annoyed by it, but I can't stop watching. It's called Date My Mom on MTV. We've got to get audio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You do Best Week Ever, so you have to watch all
I'm
this
pretty
stuff.
much forced to TiVo and watch all
I was trying to explain Date My Mom to Anthony. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And the writing. They're writing all the lines for the moms, the potential girlfriends. And
Are the moms hot?
And the guys, some are. But that's what's tricky. If you're going for the hot mom thinking she's got the hot daughter, you're screwed.
Oh, sometimes
man.
you get a lemon.
Oh, yeah.
In there.
Big time.
Well, did you see on Flavor of Love? Did you see the episode where he met their Hoops' mom?
Yeah.
And he was all up on...
Yeah, she's a white version of Hoops. And she wanted some of that
he was all,
Flavor Flav cock.
And Hoops said, she was like, yeah, this may happen again.
Yeah.
You do Best Week Ever?
I do Best Week Ever.
What's that? Free food at the market?
It's a show on VH1, which is a panelist show.
I've seen it. It's horrible. I did one of those. They used one word. I did one.
And that's
for me.
their fault.
What?
And
no,
that's their fault.
because they're scared to use anything you say.
It's too funny, Rich. You're too funny, so we're editing your lines.
Anthony and I were on that show as well.
Yeah.
Were you?
They used one line.
We were
One
talking
line.
about Bill O'Reilly.
Again, same
we
thing.
made about 1 or 2 lines. That was it.
Yeah,
But
that happens sometimes.
We'll talk about Date My Mom maybe tomorrow. We got to get some audio of it. But it's Adrianne Frost. I hate other people's kids. We talked about the restaurants.
Yeah, I just want to get through a couple of things. Is there anything in the book, suggestions that you can do to protect yourself against this? 'Cause I find myself wanting to kill children.
You know, there are combatants against kids and parents. One thing I suggest is to stare at the kids, you know, when they're acting up. Like,
I do that.
Like at a store, just stare at them.
I do that. I scare them.
Perfect the kind of scare, the stare that makes them think maybe you have a van, you know, and maybe in that van is a bag.
Free candy.
But just stare.
I give the evil stare, yeah.
I
love
and
they shut up
kids.
and then you get the puzzlement of the parents going, wow.
What happened? Why is the kid crying?
Exactly.
Why do you
I'll make
stop
him cry.
crying?
I'll look at a kid like if a kid's in a shopping cart and you're in the supermarket and the kid's like doing some annoying kid thing, grabbing its shit or picking its nose or drooling or something. Mom, won't shut up. I'll look and make a face like stupid little motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like look at him all evil and they'll just go like,
You can
and
also
then,
pull them
what's the
aside.
matter, sweetie? And then I'll just look at like the corn on the wall.
You can
like
the
I'm
corn
shopping.
on the wall.
There's
You
a
can
big
also
wall
pull
of
them
corn.
aside and let them know that if they don't stop what they're doing, that somebody like Santa Claus or Easter Bunny is going to die.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
always a good one.
I don't want to interact with
I
them,
wouldn't go so much for
though.
Grandma and Grandpa because that can be really scarring. But
Yeah, that won't get you locked up pulling
No
somebody's kids to
interaction.
the side.
That's my rule. No interaction with
can't-
are you
children.
kidding me? You're telling me you can't pull somebody's kids to the side? They run with abandon.
Wait,
in
you
public.
can't. You think you
Do
could
you
go
know how
up to a
easy it would be to
stranger's
kidnap
kids?
a child? It's harder to kidnap someone's dog than it is to kidnap a child. The way that they're just let.
You know what I did in a restaurant once?
Seriously.
Kid was running around like crazy and running. He made a little course around the table and around my table, back to his table like a figure eight thing, and just dun, 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 running. And the mother was there with one of her friends for the afternoon, not doing shit about it. So I had my water glass on the edge of the table. And as the kid came around, I hit it and knocked it on the table and went, Jesus Christ, like that. Like the kid
blame
knocked
him.
it, and the kid goes, "I didn't do it. I didn't."
Who are they going to believe?
Yeah, and I'm like I'm going to knock my own water on the off the thing. Yeah, maybe if he isn't running around, this wouldn't happen. And the kid got the swat on the ass, and I just looked at the kid and laughed. And the kid kept looking over at me, and I was just smiling and like laughing at him.
That's what happens.
It made me feel so good.
It's
I
a
was
lesson
hoping,
learned. Hopefully
yeah,
he learned his lesson.
yeah.
Whoa.
So now that you've been on the show an hour, why don't you tell us what the book's about?
I mean, you say sitting on a plane next to a kid is aggravating, but
yes.
Okay, but wait a
When
second.
they're kicking,
Is
when
it
they're
also?
kicking, when they're moving the trays up
Yep.
and down, and they're kicking, and you know when babies
Crying for
scream.
Tell the
by
first
class
way,
story. Tell the
I-
first
No,
class
no,
story.
I have. It's not aggravating.
Dude,
Have you ever had a seat on a plane and you're sitting there and you're all comfortable, and then a big person sits down and their body just overlaps?
Yeah, that's
onto you?
just as bad.
That's just as bad.
And,
Just
usually,
as
and a lot of
bad.
times they
Okay.
have to pay for 2 seats, but that's not
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
It's just aggravating. Anything can
Tell
be
the first
aggravating.
class story, Anthony, with the candy.
Yeah, in first class. First of all, I don't think children should be allowed in first class. There should be a rule: no children allowed in first class. It's first class. It's not class. We go in there, we're sitting, and this woman comes in with a kid, and the kid is screaming for candy. I want candy, 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 I want candy. You know what you do at that point if you're a mother? Shove
them
so
the
much
fucking
candy in the fucking
candy.
kid's mouth. The whole flight. There's a Hershey. Just keep shoving it in.
Did you threaten them with water?
You don't try. Yeah, I'll spill it on you.
He
You
knocked
don't
his water
try.
over.
You don't try
But she
to teach
obviously-
a child a lesson at that point by going, no, it isn't candy time. No, it's not the time for it. No, you've been bad, so you don't.
This
no,
is what we watch
You
for like a-
appease your little fucking organism for the safety and sanctity of the rest of the aircraft. Or there should be an airlock chute where any passenger has the right to drop your child from 35,000 feet.
They should just
I
have
would
their
love
own
that.
area. Like you have to put your
Yeah.
animals
Hey,
into
there
a
you go.
container, and things only shift slightly during takeoff. They tell you that when they're doing the instructions.
Back of the plane.
Just put them in a
Wait.
carrier right above. It'll be padded. It'll be air conditioned.
Okay.
They can have a water bottle like a hamster.
You have a
they-
cat, right? You have a
very
cat.
good. Cats.
You have 2 cats, and isn't it aggravating when cats come and they rub up on you?
My cats don't do that.
Do cats do it? Do a lot of cats do it?
No, some cats
listen,
do, sure.
So should I every time a cat rubs, pick them up and heave them against the wall? Would that get you upset about if someone did that to your
Cats
cat?
don't know better, and that's their instinct.
Cats
You
don't
don't
know
take
better.
our cats to the movies.
We're not talking about
5-year-old
5-year-olds.
knows better.
Shut up. We're not talking about 5. You're talking about 2-year-olds on a plane that are crying.
She doesn't take
Or
her cats on the plane
5-year-olds
or to the movies or
yes,
to the
no.
restaurant.
No, I don't.
Okay. at someone's house, if a cat rubs up on you, it gets his hair on you, and you're allergic to it.
Not my cats.
Yes, not because your cats are perfect.
Because
but
I
everybody
put
else's
them in the other
kids.
room. Because I put them in the other room, and I decat the house.
No, please. If there's
so people don't get
it. If the shoe fits, eat it. Let me tell you something.
I got to go with Rich on this one, though, against you for a second. You're talking like a parent with their kids.
Yeah.
Not my cat.
Yeah, not my cat.
Because we put them in the other room. That's why I'm saying that.
You know what?
Put them in the other room.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
The cat hairs are still
cat
there.
hair. When I leave anyone's house with a cat.
Then we decat the house because we have friends who are allergic.
What do you mean you decat the house?
Impossible to completely decat a house.
You know how you decat a house? Get rid of your cats. That's how you decat them.
Nothing wrong with kicking a pet.
We try to be respectful. We make an effort to be respectful.
Okay, you're talking about 5 and above.
But you do know when you go to her house what you're expecting. If I go to a house with a child, for another thing, if I go to a house with a child,
candy wrappers all over the floor.
I can't get mad. I can be mad, but I can't really.
Because you're entering their environment.
That's their domain. Keep your kids locked in this house. I'm fine with it. It's when I'm out and about.
There's a part in the book that caught my interest.
Okay.
It's titled "Guess What Blank Did."
Yeah, and I say unless it's cured cancer, I don't give a shit.
Bravo. Everyone's got a story how genius their kids are.
Care.
Guess what little Johnny did today? Died, I hope.
Exactly. It's like, you know what he did? He popped his own top on the Coke can. Big fucking deal.
Ooh, motor skills.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful.
That's great. Unless if a box of toothpicks falls on the floor and Johnny can tell me how many are in them and still in the box, then I'll be very thrilled. I want to hear about that.
No one cares. No one cares.
Wow, you're telling me he did something he's supposed to do. That's
right?
wonderful.
That's what he pooped. I pooped. I did too.
Ooh,
and in my pants sometimes if I'm drunk. Do we want to applaud that? Jesus.
Do you roofie yourself so your husband will fuck you?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Rich just can't leave it alone, man.
And the worst part is that my first instinct was just to answer honestly, and I said yes.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn it.
Jesus.
I want to cover that up.
Roofie yourself.
Got me again. I do it when I masturbate, for God's sake.
Do you do?
Now,
That's fine.
you're not having kids because you hate kids, or you can't have kids?
I
or-
can't have kids.
You can't.
The truth is that I can't.
Oh, that's sad. Now, thank you for bringing the show.
Now it's pathetic,
Now you
right?
brought
Now, thank you for bringing the show to a dead halt.
That's
now you
it.
can't have kids.
Now you brought the whole show down.
But that's you're going, oh, okay, all right.
Oh,
You know what?
ouch.
But see what?
I'm going to make a book called I Hate Cookies, because I can't have them
Because
motherfuckers.
you can't eat them.
Because you got the diabetes.
I hate Jello.
If I can't have cookies, no one should have
Yeah,
cookies.
but Anthony,
Motherfuckers drinking soda, nigga.
I hate kids because I'm kind of self-centered, selfish, greedy. I like being able to go somewhere and not when I see parents
I love them when they're well
lugging
behaved.
shit.
When they're on the train and stuff, and they're well behaved and they're adorable, and when you make faces at them and they're cute and they giggle, no problem.
Then you leave.
Right, you know, but when you got the sprinkler crying, going on, and the high pitched screaming, and
How
the
empty
swinging around
is
the
your
pole.
house going to be, Anthony, without kids?
Fuck that.
How empty do you
I
think
don't
your
care.
girlfriend is going to think the house is going to
I
be without
love
3
an
little
echo.
delicious kumias running
We
around?
love echoes. We love an echo. And if the room's too quiet, there's plenty of walls for another plasma television set instead of a fucking crib or a baby thing or a college fund or anything else I gotta save for. When I want a goddamn Jaguar in the garage, I get a Jaguar in the garage because it doesn't have to be a goddamn college for a goddamn kid.
When your girl peeks out the window and sees the other kids and they were playing, and she gets that longing look, she's not gonna say shit because she knows how much you hate kids, but she's gonna peek
She's
out.
gonna be like, Daddy, why can't I ride a bike? And he's gonna say, because you can't have one.
I'm with Patrice because I gotta tell you.
12 cylinders.
Hold on.
I'm in love with my car.
He reminded me of something. You know, my house where I grew up for forever. I'm one of 7 kids, so our house had all the activity, right? And we lived next door to a couple that didn't want to have kids, and it made sense when they were young and stuff. But we were in this house for well over 20 some odd years, and they were our neighbors for 20 some odd years. Man, as the years went on, you would see the faces get sadder and
Let him sit.
and the look. And I used to remember seeing the look out the window as the lady, now older, is looking at us, the kids, having a ball.
longingly,
I
I might pull an Angelina eventually.
She's in a robe like this. just out looking and drinking coffee,
drinking her tea,
and you're
drinking
like,
her
Mrs. Johnson,
Irish coffee,
like, drinking her herbal tea.
and she slowly walks in and closes her balcony or 2 doors behind her.
Why is she there then? Why isn't she then on a goddamn sailboat in the Mediterranean
Yeah, that's her
drinking
choice.
her coffee there? Get the fuck out of your kidless house and go have fun. There's a whole
saying
globe.
Be asking that when your girl
Let me tell you
said she want to
something.
drop a few, Andy.
Patrice.
Watch what happens to Andy.
Patrice.
Listen, all I'm saying is I can relate to what Patrice was saying because I watched it for many years slowly turn.
The sad people.
And then they end up moving somewhere.
Get out.
Let me tell you something.
You're going to wake up at like 4 in the morning like, baby, what are you doing? She's like, no, go back to sleep. That's when she sneaks in to the sneaky window in the back and peeks at all the families. And you got this big ass, hello.
You know what's right next door to us? You know what's the house right next door? I noticed outside is a big, in the backyard, a big trampoline.
So there's going to
be a bunch of kids.
jumping out of the
Her head's just going to be going up and
and
down.
you're going to hear a dad go,
Yeah.
all right, everybody, it's family activity day. And your girl's going to be like, what we doing today, Anthony? Staying in on Pal Talk again? Yes, sweetie.
Maybe, you know what?
Let me tell you something. At the end of this month, I'm going to be on a goddamn Royal Caribbean ship in the Caribbean with no kid to worry about. No.
You gotta
And there's
kid-free
kids on that
cruise,
fucking thing.
You see the commercial? There's kids on them.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Listen, these guys have been sitting for hours. Trust me, Voss. I saved you from a bomb. I thought. I know. I just know. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah.
I just saved you. Trust me.
Oh, no, I had a... Oh, okay.
All right, try it out.
No, forget it. Go ahead.
No, let's go.
No,
Let
go
her
ahead.
rip,
No,
pal.
no.
Let's go.
Fucking
No,
Opie,
fuck
man.
it.
Come on.
Rich,
I saved you from a bomb.
Don't erase the whole show with like,
on.
you're gonna no, fuck it.
No, dude,
No.
you killed today.
Thank you.
Come on, let her rip.
No, I got nothing.
Come on.
I got nothing right now.
Let her rip.
All right, as a goof
Okay.
now. As a goof.
Now, just,
Well,
now we
no,
all know
let's get a
what
bomb.
would it have
No,
been.
it's not a bomb. It's just something from the heart.
No, I'm saying
It's
all we
something
know
from the-
now, this thing
Okay.
is going to bomb.
Okay,
What
it's
would it have been?
Yeah.
Okay, when you're you're saying you're on your Royal Caribbean cruise and it's
Yeah.
great, but you don't know the feeling when you're sitting in the stands of your kid's basketball game and they score 2 points. Let me tell you, you don't know the fucking how good it feels when you see your kid accomplish something for real. Not opening a
Get him a
can.
tissue.
All right.
accomplish
Listen.
something.
No.
And you know what you
Listen.
did?
No. Listen.
You fucking set
Shut
him
up.
up to make this a very special episode
Okay.
of Boss.
First of all,
He was
You know
gonna
something,
say
Rich?
something
First
stupid
of all,
like,
I bet that
I
is-
wish they could
Shut
put
up,
my
shut
uterus
up.
back in.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
really do.
hold on.
Just
Hold
with
on,
the
wait.
Matt's little
What?
soliloquy.
The
I bet the
void-
Dahmer family
Yes.
felt the same fucking way. They were all proud of him knocking a home run when he was in 8th grade. That's
right.
And
Oh,
he started drilling into Asian guys' heads
Oh, yeah.
and eating them.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Hold on, the void filler.
And now she wants her uterus back.
Yeah.
I'll put a Ziploc bag in there. I'm so touched by what you've done.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, you know.
go to that
What do you?
hospital.
What do you?
Oh, my
Listen,
She said she has no uterus.
Jesus.
Wow. Hell of a way to lose
Oh,
some
get
weight.
these guys.
You are horrid.
I'm sorry. I was just feeling good.
Horrid, man.
I'm sorry. We got to say hi to these guys. They've been hanging out for 3.5 hours.
Hey, gentlemen.
How's it going? Just want to tell you, check out the website, thegenius.com. I got some shirts for you guys.
They're cool.
Uh-huh.
Well, they're
Position
giving us
yourself.
our MySpace page back. Opie and
That
Anthony, right?
genius.
That's right.
How do you
All
spell
right.
VAGENIUS.com.
that? And what is it?
It's clothing. I'd like to move into some other things eventually.
Okay.
Such
We'll
as
check out the
tattoos and
website.
whatnot.
How about her uterus? It's empty.
Listen.
Holy shit!
Listen. Oh, what a way to end. Listen, she's got to get a plug in. Adrianne Frost. Hold on. We got 10 seconds left. All right, quick. Adrianne Frost, the book is I Hate Other People's Kids. We really think this is a good book.
Yeah,
Check it out
thanks,
for
man.
yourself. Thank you.